Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's July 26, 2022 and it's expected that Barcelona will announce the signing of Jules Kounde today. Also, Barcelona are reportedly trying to finalize the move of Cesar Azpilicueta from Chelsea, and there are several new clubs who have added their name to the list of suitors for the Dutch forward Memphis Depay. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it can be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news regarding FC Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you will find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news regarding our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now I'll begin with the news that Barcelona are currently in Dallas, Texas, ahead of their third match in the USA preseason summer tour that will take place against Juventus tonight or tomorrow early morning, depending on where you are in the world. Now Barcelona will face Juventus at the Cotton Bowl Stadium at 7:30 p.m. local time or 2:30 a.m. Barcelona time. Now Xavi Hernandez and Robert Lewandowski both participated in a press conference ahead of their match against Juventus, where Xavi touched on a myriad of subjects, including the Barcelona exits. Now Xavi is aware that he needs to lighten his squad in order to make room for the incoming new players. Now when asked about the players that remained back in Spain and didn't come on the USA tour, such as Martin Braithwaite, Ricky Puig, Neto, and Oscar Mingueza, Xavi said that he was very clear with those players back in May, that he let them know that not all players on the squad will be able to play next season, and that those players are looking for a solution and that the club are looking to help them out so they can continue playing football. Now Xavi was also asked about Lionel Messi. As I reported in yesterday's video, there were several reports in the media saying that Xavi had asked Barcelona to sign Lionel Messi next summer when his contract expires with PSG. Well, Xavi tried to downplay those reports by saying that Messi has currently a contract with PSG and that it would be impossible to sign him, so therefore it made no sense to talk about him. Now Xavi was also asked about how can Barcelona make several high-profile signings this summer despite the club's financial situation. And Xavi said that he tries to be very clear with these prospective players, that he calls them and tells them all about the sporting project and the city. Xavi also added that it helps being FC Barcelona, that there are several players who want to play here on the squad, and the fact that Robert Lewandowski chose to come to Barcelona says a lot. Now with these statements, Xavi has touched on a very important subject that's very well understood by the administration of Joan Laporta, and that is that Barcelona has a very high appeal with players all around the world. Because after all, this is Football Club Barcelona. It's one of the biggest clubs in the whole world and one of the biggest clubs in the history. And some of the biggest legends in football have played here in Barcelona, such as Messi, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Maradona, Cruyff, etc. So players grow up since they're little children wanting to play here in Barcelona, dreaming about wearing the Blaugrana. So despite the club having financial problems that doesn't allow them to make high offers, such as more wealthier clubs such as PSG and Manchester City, Barcelona do not need to make these high offers because they don't need to convince these players to come to Barcelona. These players already want to come to Barcelona before the club even picks up the phone. You know, a big example is Rafinha. He had a much better offers from Chelsea and other clubs, and he still chose to come to Barcelona because he already wanted to come here before Xavi even picked up the phone. Now the same goes to Robert Lewandowski, who also had a better offer from PSG, and he still chose to come to Barcelona. And the latest example is Jules Kounde, who had a much better offer from Chelsea. The London-based club was offering him double the salary that Barcelona will pay him, and he still chose to come to Barcelona. And that just goes to show that big appeal and attraction that Barcelona has on players all around the world who want to come here, who want to play, and they don't need to be convinced to do so by throwing big contracts at them, which is something that the previous administration did not understand, and they went around throwing huge contracts and high salaries on players in an effort to convince them to come to Barcelona when there was no need to do so to begin with. And I bet you anything that if we can go back in time and offer those same players much smaller contracts, I bet they would still want to come to Barcelona. Because after all, this is Football Club Barcelona, and we're one of the biggest teams in the world and one of the biggest teams in the history of football. Now, speaking of Robert Lewandowski, the club has officially announced that Lewandowski will be officially introduced as a Barcelona player on August 5th at the Camp Nou after the team goes back to the city of Barcelona. Now on to the breaking news that it's expected that Barcelona will be announcing the signing of Jules Kounde today. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, which I will leave the link for down below in the description in case you want to check it out, Chelsea has withdrawn from the race to sign Jules Kounde despite having reached an agreement with Sevilla for the transfer of the French player after Kounde made it very clear that he was only interested in coming to Barcelona. Now, Barcelona, since they don't have any competition, will be looking to make an inferior offer to that of Chelsea, which was worth around 65 million euros. Now, it's reported that Sevilla are willing to accept a player from Barcelona plus some cash in exchange for the French defender, and some of the players that Sevilla are interested in are Miralem Pjanic and Abde. Now, in the case of Abde, Barcelona have reported that they will be renewing the Moroccan player's contract that expires in 2023, but it's most likely that the player will not remain in Barcelona. Now, with the arrival of Rafinha and with the renewal of Dembele's contract, it's most likely that Abde will not be getting much playing time next season. So Barcelona don't want to curtail his development, so they will be looking to loan him out to another team so he can continue his growth and his development. Now, if Barcelona receive a lucrative offer for the Moroccan player, they will consider selling him, but they most likely want to keep an option to buy in the future because the club don't want to lose complete sight of the Moroccan player who has a lot of promise. Now, on to the news that Barcelona will be looking to finalize the move of Cesar Azpilicueta from Chelsea in order to reinforce the right back position. Now, it was reported that if Jules Kounde ended up in Barcelona, that Chelsea will most likely try to block the move of Azpilicueta to Barcelona. However, the club has confirmed that they don't want to break their word to Azpilicueta because they already have an agreement with him to bring him to the club. So Barcelona will continue their efforts in trying to bring the Spanish defender to Barcelona. Now, Cesar Azpilicueta is reportedly trying to hold Chelsea to their promise of letting the player go on a small transfer fee of 4 to 6 million euros this summer, despite having one more year left on his contract. Now, once Barcelona have wrapped up the move of Jules Kounde and Cesar Azpilicueta, they will be looking to reinforce the left back position, and they have chosen Marcos Alonso from Chelsea as the reinforcement for that position. Now, Barcelona are not willing to pay the 10 to 12 million euros that Chelsea are asking for Alonso, so Barcelona will continue to negotiate to try to bring that asking price down. Now, if Barcelona fail to sign Marcos Alonso, they will try to sign the 24-year-old Brazilian player Caio Henrique, who currently plays at the Ligue 1 team Monaco. Now, if Barcelona also fail in signing Caio Henrique, then most likely they will not try to bring back a left back player to reinforce that position, and they will depend on Jordi Alba as a starter and Alejandro Balde as his substitute because Barcelona are not looking to throw a lot of money on that position. Now, on to the news that several clubs have added their names to the list of suitors for Memphis Depay. Now, as I reported previously, Memphis Depay is a player that Xavi would prefer to keep on the squad. However, with the incorporation of the new signings, with the renewal of Dembele, and with the recovery of Ansu Fati, it's most likely that Depay will not be getting much playing time next season, and that is not of the liking to the player because Depay is the kind of player that likes to have a leading role in every team that he plays on. And with the World Cup right around the corner, it's most likely that Depay will try to look for another team where he can get more playing time so he can be ready for the international tournament. Now, I initially reported that Ajax, Manchester United, and Tottenham were all interested in signing Depay, and now several more clubs from the Serie A have added their names to the list of suitors. And these clubs are Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Napoli. Now, it's reported that Barcelona will be asking for 20 million euros for the Dutch forward, who has many options in regards to his exit and who will most likely not make a decision until the USA summer tour concludes and the team is back in the city of Barcelona. Now another player that also has several options in regards to his exit is Oscar Mingueza. Now Mingueza does not feature in Xavi's next season plans, and he has agreed to leave the club this summer. Now Mingueza has several suitors in the Spanish league, and those teams are Celta, Valladolid, Girona, and Getafe. Now Mingueza prefers to stay in Spain because he wants to prioritize the sporting aspect over the monetary one. In fact, he has offers from both the Turkish club Galatasaray and AEK Athens, which are much superior to the Spanish offers, but he wants to stay in Spain in a more competitive football environment over going to another team where he will earn a higher salary. And that just goes to show what kind of player Mingueza is. He wants to focus on football and on his growth and development, and he doesn't just want to go around chasing lucrative contracts. Now Barcelona will be looking to loan Mingueza, or will be looking to sell him for around 5 million euros, and then most likely gonna wanna keep an option to buy in the future in case Mingueza does realize his full potential. Now we will end today's video with the news that the Camp Nou will be undergoing some demolition work during the World Cup break in the months of November and December. Now the Camp Nou is scheduled to undergo major renovations under the Espai project, and it wasn't scheduled to undergo demolition until the season of 2023-2024, when the team will be playing their games at the Barcelona Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Now crews have already begun work on the Camp Nou by removing and uninstalling communication networks and moving them to the parts of the stadium that will not undergo demolition. Now the club has decided to accelerate the project and will be demolishing part of the third tier that's behind the south goal during the World Cup break in the months of November and December. Now crews will begin to prepare that area for demolition starting September 1st by removing all the bleachers, the communication networks, etc. And then that part will be demolished during the World Cup break. Now that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news regarding our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, Peace, Barça.